she gets back from the bathroom and we're doing a bar fight.
Right. Here we are. In the next game. I don't know which session we're on. Something like 20. I don't know. Somewhere in there.
17.
Is it what?
17?
Somewhere in there. I guess that's not that important. There's a lot of them that have happened. So last time you guys, you left Nacondas, right? You left Fang, and you left the colony there in the hands of the stewards who were coming to evacuate the sun that Kelly blew up. And you headed over through the drift to Absalom Station to gather some stuff. You bought some things, and then you headed out from there. You didn't have any major incidences or anything. Back into the drift, and you are headed currently towards the NIS system, NYS, which is the Aslanti Star Empire space. If you remember, you were deputized by the stewards so that you could enter this space where you would otherwise not be allowed to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you are here to pursue Sedona and find the warp drive, correct?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I needed to retcon one thing. I don't remember how many days I told you the drift was going to take to get here, but I found the exact amount, and it is 18 days.
Jeez.
This Aslanti Star Empire is very far away. At 18 days, it was a 5d6 roll to get here.
Oops.
So, I don't know if you have anything else that you wanted to address or any other concern about you while you're on the ship for 18 days. If not, we can press.
I can't think of anything. Like, I think Geary has had, moments trying to connect with all of the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Now I remember.
Happy with, the current relationship with everybody.
Okay.
I completely forgot that I was gonna ask about the armor thing last time.
What was the armor?
Didn't we buy me a gun and I was looking at getting a different armor?
Oh, you
you said something about that, and it was like get it off air. Like that.
Yeah, and I completely forgot because we were off the week.
Well, get it next week.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to come up tonight, but I think it'll be all right for right now. Maybe
Okay.
it will. We'll see. Let's see. So you guys are following the Courier's flight plan, and you're exiting the drift at the edge of the NIS system. As is standard procedure for Imperial fleet vessels returning to the Empire from forays outside of its border, and you are currently disguised as an Imperial fleet vessel. I'm going to take you over to the map because as you come out of the drift on the edge of Aslanti space, a ship approaches.
Dang it. You won't need your pilot. It's fine.
A ship approaches.
Hang on, she's in the bathroom.
What do you do?
I open an audio only, or are they hailing? Are they saying anything?
No one's hailing anything. They're just cruising along through space here.
I'm gonna pipe up to Geary and just be like, "Hey, since we're going to this, Empire and all that, do we know what the protocols we need to follow going there? Like, what's docking procedures? Is there paperwork we need? Is there anything in our logs that tell us anything about that?"
Can we roll knowledge checks, culture checks, anything like that? Do they participate enough with the bureaucracy that I would know any of that kind of stuff?
I think
anywhere where maybe outsiders are, welcome for any reason,
I think that when those opportunities arise, I'll have you roll for it because as this ship slows down for a moment, and as you're talking about what do we do, he then speeds on his way.
Okay. Can we scan him from behind?
Sure.
You need me to do that roll?
Yeah, just do a computer check.
Do I use the aid by computer or no?
I guess
Sure.
you could. We're not really in combat or anything.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that mattered. Come on, Blackbird, work. Computers. Use computer. 27.
This appears to be an Aslanti scout ship. It would be patrolling the borders here. Perhaps it slowed down to scan you and went on its way because you're disguised.
Right.
I'll report. Hey, boss. I think they're buying the beacon and all the other stuff we're using. So maybe tread lightly.
Awesome. Is there a is there any scan that you can do of the planets in this system? See what we have to work with. Where's populated?
So you hear a boop, and the ship, Steve, comes on, and he's Captain. We have an incoming hailing frequency. Would you like to open two-way communication?
Yes, audio only.
Audio only. So you will open audio only, but from their end, they're sending video. And you see this person pop onto the screen. Wait, oh, that's not it. That's the wrong person. This person pop onto the screen. Show to everyone. Did it work?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this person pops up onto the screen. The view screen flickers on to reveal a four-armed figure dressed in bright yellow robes with red accents and covered by a dark blue cloak. She gives you a slight bow with all four hands making a gesture in front of her conical hat. And she says in Aslanti, "Good hunting, Illustri. I hope your travels have proven fruitful to you and the Star Empire. Would you care to see some items from home after your long journey away?" What? That's very interesting. And you see her tap down on her computer in front of her. And then she pipes up. She appears to get kind of enthusiastic, and she folds her arms in front of her. And she says in common, "Why, hello, travelers. Welcome to the Aslanti Star Empire. Would you be interested in buying a few goods for your continuing journey?"
That sounds interesting. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Yeah, that does sound very interesting. What do you have to offer?
Fantastic. I shall send you a list of my wares. And across your little computer screen there, I'm going to put them in the chat. These
What you
items
buying?
pop up.
No, Link. Not right now.
There we go. That's a lot of stuff.
I have no idea what half of that is.
You can take the time to think about these things throughout the week if you want to, but they are options.
What the heck are the stones used for?
You actually know LeBron James?
No, I have not met him personally. Though he is a very attractive man, I bought the ticket so that I might meet him myself, but business has taken me elsewhere.
Where is your business taking you?
I'm not at liberty to divulge, but I will be leaving the system shortly. If there's something you're interested in, now would be the time. Though I am interested in what you are all doing here, in a region of space where packed world ships are shot on sight.
You're tourists. Just taking in the sights.
So be it. Your business is your own.
Tell me. As I'm, still picking out, items on her list. What do you know of this this area? What planets here have inhabited, and where might some tourists such as us meet a friendly face?
If I were you, I would stop at one of the last known free stations, Outpost Z. You might even be able to find someone who can help you with your problem. And you would notice now that she knows that you're not from the Aslanti Star Empire before you see
her. You say Outpost Z?
Outpost Z, yes.
The
last outpost of freedom on the edge of the Star Empire.
All right, Outpost Z.
Quickly, my guy's gonna quickly grab like a data pad and type and write on it and shove it in front of Gary's face. The jig is up. They know we're not a part of the system.
Do you want to maybe roll some sort of a knowledge check on what this creature is?
Absolutely, and I'd also like to roll a sense motive on them.
You can roll a sense motive. Absolutely, you can. Now, she recognized your ship is not of Aslanti make somehow, so that should be something that you'd want to know as well.
That's why in front of Gary's face, jigs up, man.
Yeah, if you have any questions that I'm not thinking of, please feel free to pipe up and ask.
It's
Well,
jigs up.
I did it that way because I didn't want them to hear me over the mic going, "Boss, we figured it out."
So, what you know about her? This is a witch word. That's what she is. A female witch word. They're typically merchants, traveling merchants.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna go sense motive plus a d6.
She seems legit.
All right.
I mean, she doesn't seem like she's lying to you about anything. I mean, she hasn't said anything that's a lie. Like so far, she asked you what you were doing there, and then she was like, "Okay, well, whatever." Though she's curious, she's not going to push the issue.
Do you know anybody that I should speak to specifically? Any shopkeepers or maybe somewhere nice to lay our heads on solid ground?
I don't suppose you'll find a place safer than Outpost said. As far as shopkeepers, there are quite many who sell things there, though I offer a fantastic assortment of wares.
Oh, no, of course. Some of these Aeon stones look rather interesting.
Yes, and if you would be interested in the Lakers tickets, they have not played Absalom Station in many years.
Yes.
It was a tough get interdimensional travel and all.
It's a hard choice between the tickets and the sword cane. I'll tell you what.
I understand.
So, what else do you know of this system? Any places that we should steer clear of? Maybe too highly fortified, or?
Well, if I were you, I would stay away from the, and I don't know what it's called right now, the main planet of the system, the Star Empire homeworld. You probably don't want to go there. It's like I would avoid that place, especially if you are trying to remain unseen. Is that your intention, to remain unseen?
For the moment.
Then you should probably take care of this very specific design flaw in the engine of your ship.
Oh.
It's rather unique to Pact World's manufacturers. You may scrape by with the Aslanti patrol ships, but you won't fool them for long.
That sounds like something you should explain to our engineer. But please tell us how we can fix this.
Yeah. I have no idea. But
fantastic.
But I'm not. You see, I'm not a spaceship merchant of any kind. However, if you seek a man named Talmarin at Outpost Z, he could probably help you with your problems. He's something of a smuggler and a technician, a mastermind of such.
Is he at this Outpost Z?
Yes, he is.
Fantastic.
I'm going to shove another data pad back in front of Boss and be like, why are they helping us? This is not right. And have pictures of red flags waving.
Yeah.
She's a witch word. She's not Aslanti.
Yeah. Well, I know, but the sheer fact of why is this random person helping us and when we're in enemy space? What are they going to gain out of it?
Perhaps you'd like to make a purchase?
Of course. I think I might like this spell gem of charm person.
Ah, yes, an excellent choice.
Is that 2,140, or is that you have two of them for 140 each?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let me check the PDF file.
I'm guessing it's actually probably quantity of 5 in the parentheses at 2,140 each.
What is it?
It has like he has the hyperbold augmented reality amber whatever, 4 of them for 2,200, and there's a comma, comma up there.
So the spell gem is 5. It's level 2 for 140 each.
Oh, okay.
You get 5 uses for 140 each. What was the other thing you're asking about?
I want that. No, I was using an example as to why I thought it was 140. I want one of those.
Yes, and it's as a limited time only offer. We throw in one signed LeBron James basketball card.
Geary, get my eyes get wide. I would take it with pride.
Of course. Simply transfer your credits and I shall send you your items.
Hey, boss. Might you want to also offer him a gift in return? We do also have other cards that he could pick from. As he holds the deck over to Geary.
You feel compelled to draw a card.
Geary draws a card.
He just straight up draws a card. Shit, I wasn't prepared. Okay. You're gonna do it.
That's a bad idea.
I haven't opened it yet. It's not too late to recant your decision.
Well, I meant to literally have this other person draw the card instead.
This person's on another ship across space.
Now,
what are you doing? Do you want to draw the card?
Hey, I'm gonna draw a card.
Well, I was going to say, is there a chance we could draw the card, not look at it, and send it to him and say, this is your card?
Nope. If you pull a card off, it's your card.
Oh, okay, never mind. Send him to the deck. Watch their ship explode.
So this character's watching you pull up this deck into your hands, flipping a card. That's what's happening on their screen now. 7 of diamonds.
Okay. Yeah.
The drawer gains health points equal to their current maximum. This may increase their current above their maximum.
Wow.
So go ahead and add your health points, your max health points, to your health points.
Nice. So my current points should be 52.
So he's not so squishy anymore.
Hit points or just hit points, not stamina?
It said hit points.
Cool.
Health points. So your HP. What are you doing playing with a deck of cards? Have you sent your credits over yet?
I really intended to reach for my credit stick. I don't know how this happened. That's all.
By the way, Garden Bunny's in chat.
Hey, Garden Bunny.
Hello.
I drew a card.
Yeah, I told K2 to put those away.
I don't know why I was compelled when they were talking about cards. So anyways, he puts them on the table.
So are we on the ship talking to someone over
Yes,
a
there's
hailing?
a merchant who has hailed you. I guess you're video to video here, and you're buying stuff from this person. That if you want to buy something, it's in the chat.
So we got lucky that the first ship we encountered in the void, in the void heading there, was actually Islanti scout ship. They were fooled by our beacon setup, whatever, and they went on the way. This person showed up. They're not Islanti. They saw us and going, you're not from around here. And they have pseudo offered to help us with fixing the issue in our engine that can be detected if we go talk to said person at other station location. And they're like, hey, do you want to buy something? Nudge, nudge.
We're paying for information, I guess, after the fact.
Well, you didn't have to buy anything. That was your choice.
Only seemed polite.
She's very polite. That's what you've noticed so far. She is very polite. Is there any further business I might assist you with, travelers?
Tell me about this staff of mystic healing.
I suppose you should Google it then.
What's a Google?
A staff of mystic healing. Let me see.
Sorry, we can keep talking. I'll have to fix it.
I can't afford it by half, but I was curious.
With the staff, you can use the healing touch class feature 1 additional time per day while holding the staff.
Okay.
So if you don't have healing touch, then yeah.
Sorry, guys, I'm going to mute, and I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
Okay, we're going to keep going. Would anyone else be interested in
Because I have
anything you
healing
see
touch.
here?
But I don't have enough money.
That is unfortunate, and
It
the
is.
way of the world.
see. What about this ring of resistance?
Ring of Resistance probably gives you a +1 to something. I'm not sure. Could be AC. Ring of Resistance Starfinder. The ring grants you magic protection against attacks and effects to which you are particularly vulnerable. You get an enhancement bonus to saving throws with your lowest base saving throw bonus. Here it is. It gives you a +1 bonus to your lowest base saving throw bonus.
Yeah, your reflex will fort.
Uh-huh.
Because you're saving throws. Whichever one of those is the lowest.
I'll give you a +1. Would you be interested in purchasing this ring?
What ring?
Yeah, I do think so.
Are you sure you wouldn't like the Lakers tickets?
I'm damn sure.
You could meet and greet LeBron James himself.
You're not familiar with my track record with humans, are you?
I don't even know who you are,
I know.
but you seem pleasant.
Aw, thank you. You're very nice too.
Thank you.
Here, I'll get those credits transferred right to you.
All right, so you send the credits over, and the ring appears on your transfer thing. I don't know, whatever. She beams it over there. Jeremy back yet?
Yeah, I'm back.
What do you guys want to do?
I say we
Oh.
GTFO to that station once we know where it is.
Yeah.
I will transmit the coordinates to Outpost Z to you. She taps on the little thing, and the computer comes up. You have a heading.
You've got mail.
If there's no further business, then I will wish you a gracious farewell.
Bye.
Farewell.
Be safe in your passage through the Aslanti star system.
All right. Heck yeah.
And then with that, her ship just takes off. She leaves.
Oh yeah. Let's. What time is it? 5 minutes till 9. Let's go to Outpost.
Go to Outpost Z. Okay. I'm just kind of glancing over to make sure I give you the right information. Okay, so you guys you have the coordinates. You're flying across space to Outpost Z. I don't know how long it takes. We're just going to skip that. You're going to get there. You're going to see that this place looks like some sort of old mining colony or something. It's on the edge of the Star Empire. You don't see really any Star Empire presence here. And the ship, the place appears to have full services, like a full space dock facility. So you guys can dock here. You would assume there's probably repair and upgrade options that you could pursue here if you wanted to do that. So we going in?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to tell you what happens. You guys come down. You dock down on this space station down here. And the ship's airlock doors open to a blast of hot, muggy air and the heavy scent of nickel. A nearby catwalk runs adjacent to a wall covered in thick pipes, like 3 feet wide, both leading to a massive pair of automated doors that lead further into the station. Beings of all shapes and sizes move along other catwalks from their own vessels towards the entrance, conversing with each other in unfamiliar tongues. The sound of scrabbling feet and other curious voices seem to echo from within the pipes themselves. See if that does anything for you. Scroll to the bottom of that one.
Ta-da.
Now, in this little area that you can see on the map here, you see these pipes sticking out of the ground. They have the blue stripes on them.
Yeah.
Note that they're as big as you are, and there's a lot of them. They're all over the place. They go in and out of the walls. And in front of you, there's the big automatic doors. So you see aliens that you don't even recognize. This place is very strange to all of you. There's unfamiliar species walking around, unfamiliar tongues being spoken everywhere. No real sign of Aslanti. Some are going through this door that opens up when they approach. What do you want to do?
I can't remember. Didn't I have a cloak that I could wear to kind of cover my face a bit?
Sure, you can have a cloak.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just kind of stay stealthy and like blend into the surroundings since I know they're after me.
That's fair. So far, nobody's even taken note that you guys are there.
Awesome.
Where's
So
You know-
who?
stealth?
What do you?
Fury goes up
That's
to the door.
I think that one didn't still get a
I
16.
think your knee fell off, honey.
But it's
Some
still
guy
a
walks-
16.
Some guy walks by and he's like, "You need to take a shower."
Sorry.
So what do you want to do?
Is there a map of the station or IDO locator or something like that somewhere?
Not here. You're just on a catwalk right now.
I tentatively walk towards the door.
Geary walks to the door. The door does not open.
I jump.
Geary jumps. The door does not open.
Walks to the door
I-
to help Gary.
I'm gonna look at everyone and I'm just gonna say, I have a sneaking suspicion, and I hope I'm wrong. And I'll step up to the door.
Diara walks up to the door first. Nothing happens. K2 walks up to the door. The door's open.
I'm gonna turn around and just go shit.
Can we
Uh,
peek and see what's through those doors without going
Yes.
through them?
Absolutely, you can. The door's open, wide open. I'm going to give you the whole entire room that you look into.
Did
Also can't control characters.
And go ahead.
Yeah. Did K2, and I guess this is a question for Josh. Did K2 use our 18 days in the drift to inform Diara and Aurora of the news that he got? Or are you keeping that like between us?
I'm trying to remember a lot of the fine tunes. As far as I remember from what we talked about, I knew the Atlantes were after me, and what was the bit about it? It was
The name that he found was Ulavestra and Barrick.
Yeah, Devin can explain it. I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those names come up whenever he looked you up, specifically you. And Ulavestra, you guys know, is the one who is behind this entire mission on Nakandis to recover this warp drive.
mhm.
So you might assume that the fact that the Aslanti was trying to pick you up might have something to do with that. The name Barrick means nothing to you.
So I probably would have told them that, hey, if you hear this name, them, the first one you're talking about, that
Yeah,
somehow I'm related to them, and I don't know how or why, but I have a feeling if they find me, bad things are going to happen.
Okay.
That's all I would have probably told them. I would have gone into more details. They'd probably be confused as hell, but at least they would know if why all of a sudden I try and like run away from things or hide.
Yeah, Aurora already thought you guys were walking into a trap. I'm sure that went over well.
Oh, can we move our characters yet?
You should be able to move. I didn't know you could move your characters.
No, I can't.
Maybe you have to put them on the map yourself.
Oh, there's two Garys.
Not anymore. Here, I'll
Okay.
fix them. Controlled by all. Controlled
Yay.
by. That's what happens when I drop them on the map. They don't remove them. All players are safe. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so you guys open up this door, and this is what is revealed to you here. It's a very large space. I'm going to tell you what it is. Just give me. You can tell by walking around here that this place is full of outcasts, outlaws. There's smugglers, spacefarers, scoundrels. There's members of dozens of different systems here. But what you don't notice is the common Pact Worlds races, like Lashunta, androids, and Skittermanders, are absent. Most of the common Pact World races are not present here. So this place is very alien to you all. I try to impress that on you here. Let's see. Some of these locals that you're walking by will kind of look at you. This place isn't like packed wall to wall with people. It's more sparsely populated. So every once in a while, you guys are kind of walking by somebody who eyes you because they're not really sure what you are. Never seen you before. Let's see. And you don't really recognize any of the languages that anyone's speaking here.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there? And yeah, let's see, what do I have? Any kind of...
Scanning ahead to make sure I don't miss anything, and I'll tell you guys what's up.
That's fine.
Okay, down here. So what you guys are in right now, it will be known as the main plaza. So this place is not as large as Absalom Station by any means, but it is a very sizable facility, sparsely populated, as I said there, and most of the activity is concentrated in what's known as the Promenade, which is the area that you're in now. This entire map basically is the Promenade. The ceilings here are 50 feet high. The light is dim, and the walls, basically everything is made of steel, and there's piping and broken fixtures just all about. In this area, many beings bustle through this large portion of the station, a lower segment of the floor in the center of the room. The lower segment of the floor in the center of the room, 15 feet deep, contains the remnants of ore refining machinery. Gears and containers and pipes are scattered everywhere, no longer connected to anything that will make them functional. And large doors exit to the west and south with a trio of short corridors that lead to the east. You don't see any merchant stalls in this room, but the area is very noisy.
Okay. Dang. I don't know.
So-
It's pretty-
Yeah, you're kind of just free to walk around. No one's really hassling you or giving you a hard time or anything like that. What do you want to do?
I kind of feel like we should wander around and gain our bearings before we start asking, for specific people.
Probably a good idea.
I almost wondered about taking my little data pad and kind of like drawing out this area. And then what was the name of the guy that we were supposed to be finding? It was
Cauldron.
Cauldron.
Mhm.
Tallbrim.
I'm half tempted to just be like Dombrum and like point at the map and see if someone will point us in the direction.
You can do that if you want.
How reputable is this Tallbrim that we're looking for, though?
He's the only person that we've been told about on the station. So he's the only name we have to look for. The only contact we can.
So I guess I'll do a perception check. If I'm trying to find someone that doesn't look as shady as anyone else, like someone that might be like a happy looking persona.
Okay.
Because my
In khakis and a polo shirt. Maybe wearing some.
21.
Yeah, the Monopoly man comes walking through.
Nice.
Now, I
Good
don't know.
side.
Everybody here is like I said, they're scoundrels and smugglers and things like that. So like they don't look like very approachable people. But with the check, I mean, you can see that maybe there's a store up to the left. People seem to be walking in with nothing and coming out with bags.
Awesome. Store. We can head to that store. Does there seem to be any taverns or eateries?
Not that you've noticed yet.
So,
You're gonna have to explore a little bit.
All right.
This is
I guess-
Promenade. It's this is kind of like, imagine you guys like you're in a mall.
Mhm.
Like what do you do in a mall? You walk around, check it out.
All right. I guess I'll head over where people are going in and out with bags, and then just kind of.
This door is open right here.
Yep.
So if you approach that door right there, I'm gonna reveal that area for you. And I'll tell you what it's about once I pull that up. So this place is very much a sandbox, which tends to happen a lot. But we'll get you squared away on this. All right, where can I go here? Okay. All right, there. Boom. Does that work?
Yes.
Okay. As you walk into here, which it appears to be something of a cantina. The temperature in this room plummets compared to the rest of the stations. As you walk in, you're getting nice and cooled off. Where it was hot and humid everywhere else, this room is pretty comfortable. Machinery once lined the western wall here, but it's since been stripped away, leaving only holes and bits of metal embedded in the walls, with makeshift stools pushed near them. A dented metal grate covers a large portion of the floor, and then there's doors. You can see the doors.
So I'll head over towards where the one guy was, and with my tablet, with again sketching like a map on the tablet, and that I'm gonna come up to him and just kind of put a finger over my mouth and go shh, and then quietly say Tombra, and then point at the map.
Who are you talking to?
There's a guy in blue over here.
Oh, this guy in blue. Okay, let me hold on. I'll find him for you. Where is he?
I figured he's behind the counter, right?
Yeah, he has a whole like page dedicated to him, and I'm trying to find it
Okay.
because for some reason it's not where I thought it was going to be. So this room appears to be more of a cantina more than a shop. There's stuff on the tables and things, so you assume someone's selling some of this stuff. Doesn't look like anything super valuable to you guys. Maybe some Lakers tickets. And so this guy that you come across here, he is a chitinous humanoid, and he sits forlornly by himself at this what appears to be a table, almost like maybe a bar top. Gauzy black veils are draped over his arms, and he dips the baleen hanging from his appendages into a plastic container holding a cloudy red substance. You guys have to see this guy. What's his name? Here he is. You got to take a look at this dude. Check him out.
Hmm.
The fuck mantis thing is that?
So you walk up to him, and what'd you say to him?
Just quietly, the guy's name was Tombra, and then like I point to the map.
His name is Talmrin.
Tolmrin.
I'm gonna spell it so you guys see it down there. Talmrin.
I don't remember shit.
It's in there. You don't remember now.
Okay.
And so he replies to you. He says, so I can do his voice. Try to prepare this. He's very like a TV, like a static. Static is where I'm looking. He's like, "You see, Dalrim." Do
Yes, I
either
am.
a culture check or a life science check.
Okay, I will do life science. It's higher than culture because I'm uncultured swine. Me and Garden Bunny go, what the fuck is this thing?
Anybody else got some
Now I
checks?
do have a culture check for 21.
That'll work.
Culture check 1 second, get my page up.
You're fine, dude. That'll work at the 21. She can share this information with you.
Mm-hmm.
So this character is diseased and contagious, as denoted by the black veil around his hands and stuff. He's pretty gross looking. On his skin, find this. I'm going to tell you what it is exactly. Where are you? He's horribly sick, as chunks of his shell have fallen off and the remainder appear to be flaking away. He has a biotech voice enhancer that seems to be malfunctioning. So that's why he's got a whispery, garbled, static voice.
Mhm.
And on his body, there are some sort of tiny vermin infesting him, jabbing at his exposed flesh with their tongues, and it's not pretty. Not pretty. What do you want to do?
I ask him, are you okay?
I'm dying.
My guy's gonna take a half step back.
Guys, he's really sick.
You don't need to worry. I am only contagious to certain folk.
Step back.
When he says that, Aurora would realize at this point that he's only contagious to a race called Rick Ricci's. This is a Rick Ricci virus. And seeing as none of you are Rick Ricci's, you really shouldn't have to worry, even though it's kind of gross.
Our skin's different. It wouldn't affect us the same way it's affecting him.
Yeah. So he's kind of leaning, like he's in pain on the bar here.
Is he like dying? Like, is he gonna waste away?
He is diseased, and yes, he will eventually.
But yeah.
Can we help you?
You would think that healing him could help him.
I'm asking him, like, do you want help? I can help you. I'm a healer.
I wouldn't turn away some assistance.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess he'll check what spell or whatever should she do.
Anything that heals him. What do you got?
Well, if we know for sure that's his skin, I would know what to target.
Yeah,
Because
he's made
I
of
detect affliction, so I would be able to know kind of.
yeah, he's made of chitin, so he's like a bug type creature.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can heal him just like you would
Now-
anybody else.
Like I have stabilize, which is causing any dying creature to not die.
He'd have to be below 0 hit points to stabilize.
I have a potion here somewhere that I can give him.
Okay, you can give him a potion.
I have it listed, but I know I've got one.
I
Yeah,
don't have anything.
I
I could poke him with a stick. That's about all.
I don't have it listed, but I know
No.
we gave PC 2, so
I thought you bought some.
I
Hey,
have
you're right, you're right.
medical expert.
it's
I can use this medical skill to treat deadly wounds as a full action.
Do you have anything that restores hit points? Specifically restores hit points.
yeah.
I have healing touch.
Then do that.
Okay.
There we go.
So
Up to 5 hit points per mystic level.
you heal him with 5 hit points?
15.
Oh yeah, because you're up what, level 3? I think you're level 4.
I'm level 4. She's level 3. Unless you want to give everybody else level 4, I'm sure they will.
No, it's fine. You got 15. Okay. You heal him up, and you can visibly see some of his wounds have healed up. He's still diseased, unless you can remove his disease, he's still going to have that. But he is visibly a bit better, and he's able to sit up better in his chair.
That
And he
should make you a
says-
little more comfortable. Is there
Yes.
water nearby we can get you?
He has a glass of some kind of red thing that his hand is in. The baleen on his wrists is like dipped into this glass of red drink. So what you don't know what it is. So he seems okay. He says, "You're seeking Talbrin, is that correct?"
Yes. We were told he might be able to assist us.
She lives in the outpost's network of pipes and constantly moves. I am not sure how to call her out.
That she lives in the pipes.
Yes, the network of pipes here within the station is vast.
What species is she?
That's not one that I recognize. Some sort of small, hairy creature.
But she's a Yosoki. They like to live in cramped areas.
Could be another fucking Yosoki in this adventure.
Small and furry sounds right up your alley.
Listen, Brett. Hashashar, Hashashashir.
Yes, that is how you say it.
Hashashashir, yes. Of course.
Hey, before you ask that question, let me get K2 to roll a engineering check.
Boom.
Or
22.
any engineer could roll it, I guess.
22.
I tend to forget all of you can do that.
I think 22 would probably do it, right?
22 will do it because you can tell that his biotech voice box he's using is busted and could potentially be repaired.
Ooh, can I?
Maybe if we help him, he will help us more.
He's willing to talk to us, so if we can help him, I have a feeling he'll be more willing to talk to us about things around here and get intel. I'll kind of look at him and just like point out that your voice is sounding pretty bad. If it's one of these devices, and I'll kind of pull up like a schematic that I think it is, I might be able to fix it for you.
Roll a 27 to try and help it.
You all seem so very helpful. What is it you're trying to accomplish?
We have some modifications that need to be made on our vessel. Some engine issues. We were told that this Tomgren was a like-minded friend. I'll roll, I guess, diplomacy, kind of try and get him to read between the lines.
I see, yes. I will accept you on this offer. Perhaps I can aid you. And he pulls the voice box off and sets it on the table, thinking that you're not going to want to grab something from his hands, but he puts it down on the table. And I'm going to roll over these engineering checks for that because you guys did pretty good on it. And you're able to pretty quickly repair this thing. And you hand it back to him. He kind of reinserts it like a voice box or something kind of underneath the chitin in his neck. And he's like, yes, this is much better.
There, now my ears don't bleed. Sorry.
No, I am sorry. I am suffering quite greatly. But I believe that I can help you around the station. I don't know how to find Tomrin, but there are many people here who may.
I'll lean over and just kind of like glancing around, looking around. It's like, are there certain people or things we need to be worried of at this station first?
Well, you seem to be visitors from the Pact Worlds.
Yeah, we can't really hide them because we're just oddballs, and I'm just gonna smirk and look at everyone, and then just kind of cover my face a little bit. But especially me, you haven't seen me around. I'm gonna try and roll a disguise.
I can appreciate those who try to remain hidden. I should warn you, though, that the Aslanti Empire does have a presence. We are within their system, and occasionally they raid this area and toss and turn everything. Many people get taken into custody, but it hasn't happened in some months.
Shit, they're here.
You should run.
K2 just ducks down. Ah, they're coming for me again.
Geary is going to step up, like actually climb up onto the table because I'm a little short. I'm gonna get closer to this guy. I'm going to say, well, maybe we can work together, and if you can help us accomplish our goals, maybe we can put an end to that. And I'm going to reach out to shake his hand.
You have been of great assistance to me so far, my friend. And he reaches up, and your hand is so small, he just kind of gives you the tip of his like pointy nail finger thing. And with that, what do you want to do? You got him on your side. He said he's going to help you guys around the
Geary rolled a fortitude check to not throw up.
You successfully withhold your vomit.
Anybody?
Do you guys want to take him somewhere?
Yeah,
there are other NPCs in this area. He's like, no one in this room will be able to tell you anything. Perhaps we should move on.
I would like him to, kind of tour guide us around, show us, take us to Tomgren, or I mean, if he can't take us to Tomgren, maybe take us to someone who will know him, or
sure.
Or take us to armorer, or somebody people who are trustworthy.
Okay. So he's going to take you guys. He says, "Follow me." And as you guys are walking, he says, "This is one of the less stringently controlled stations in the Aslanti Star Empire. The people who come here have little regard for Aslanti rule. You, clearly not being from the Star Empire, keep in mind people here do things differently than how you might do them. You will have to be observant and patient in what we are trying to do here. Finding Tomrin is not an easy task." And he takes you guys across this main room to all the way over to the west side. East side, I'm sorry. All the way over to the east side.
Side.
And I'm going to let me back up a little bit so I can reveal this. You guys will go through one of these little hallways on this side. Jeremy, no. He texted me. No. Yeah, we can. I just want to do at least one more thing. Polygonal. Here, here, here. I'm gonna show you this room down here so you guys can see what this is. There's this long track that kind of goes north up to this door, and he's gonna follow this track, and he walks up to this door here. And it goes into the room up at the top, which I'm going to reveal again. All right, so I'm going to take his character. I'm going to put him up there, and you guys can follow along. So he comes in here. And as you guys come into this room, it's kind of bustling. There's quite a few people in here, and then you see some very interesting different characters out and about. One of the ones that you see, I'm going to drop you a picture because it's easier to drop the picture than it is to try to read about this guy. Show to everyone.
Oh dear.
He looks friendly.
Let me find a page for that guy.
He doesn't have a skin condition, does he?
I don't know. None that you know of. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Good.
There. Okay. You walk into this room. I'm gonna read these rooms that you guys just walked through. First one was metal tracks now worn smooth by constant foot traffic run the length of the corridor through a heavy metal door that has been propped open up the north where you guys just came through. So you would have recognized that to be like a mining platform since this place used to be a mining colony of some sort. Up in here, which is 7 is here. This is a marketplace. What was once a smelting factory has been converted into a bustling marketplace. With unlit furnaces and overturned mine carts serving as various storefronts, the walls are decorated with bits of metal cans, worn ropes, and broken weapons hanging among the exposed pipes. More pipes. A set of tracks emerges from the southern door and exits to the west. A set of tracks. I'm not sure what that's about. Don't chase that lead because that's not really anything. Let's see. And then this 7-foot hulking clawed being walks towards you. And at this point, I need to know something. Is anyone carrying anything in their hands?
I think technically I might have still had the data pad that I was drawing a map out of everything.
Okay, I like it.
Trying to think. See if there's anything here.
Would
No,
there
I
be anything that you would normally just walk around with?
No, I don't think Gary would
Mm-mm.
empty-handed.
Okay. Then if you think you have that data pad, maybe you're carrying it kind of like around. This creature spots K2 and walks right up to him. And he reaches out his hand and attempts to take the data pad. And his other hand, he's holding out let's see. An idea. A mouse pad. He's reaching for your data pad and he's holding out a mouse pad.
Can I do a sleight of hand and make the mouse pad disappear, but make it also look as if I dropped it?
Do you want it to disappear or do you want it to drop it?
Well, I want it to disappear, but make it act like I dropped it, so I can go, "Hey, where'd it go?" So he can't steal it from me.
Oh, the data pad? You're trying to make the data pad disappear.
Yeah.
Okay, I was confused.
You got 20 for that
Yeah.
sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'd say with a 20, he's reaching down like he seems like he wants this data pad and he's trying to hand you a mouse pad. Like it's rolled up and you're just like, open your arms and there's nothing there. So he pulls his hand back with the mouse pad and he looks at the rest of you and he turns to Geary and then he turns over to Diara and then Aurora. He's kind of looking for something. Like he wants something.
I probably would carry some like gauze or something with me. I could offer him gauze.
So you want to pull out a gauze and offer a gauze?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So this creature reaches out and takes your gauze and hands you the mouse pad.
Thank you very much.
And he lumbers away.
Jeremy has some ace of diamonds.
He goes up here and lumbers away.
The most valuable thing that
A hopeless situation.
Kiri.
It was a very awkward moment.
You could have offered him the deck of cards.
Good
could have been
Oh
rid of
my
it.
God.
We
Well,
could
we
have
left
been
it on
rid
the.
of it.
You still could.
We hold it up for him to draw a card.
He says, Hashashir says, I'm sorry, that is a perilous. We're not sure where he came from. Not the most intelligent of creatures, but he's taken to copying what he sees. And he's very interested in trading items. He doesn't understand.
But he seems rather friendly.
I'm gonna
Next to him, he'll be useful to us.
I'm gonna do something kind of meta fourth wall, if you will allow me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna rustle around in my stuff, and I'm gonna hope, based on the things that we happened last time, that I still had a bottle cap. And I'm gonna just walk up to him and hand him a bottle cap, and then without saying a word, just nod at him and then walk away.
He offers you the gauze. He
And,
reaches out for the bottle cap and offers you the gauze in return.
I'll nod and smile, and then grab it and walk back and give it back to.
All right, that's the perilous.
This is now the most expensive bandaging I own.
So as you guys are watching, the perilous walks away. You turn around and you see this guy to the bottom of where your group is standing right there. And this is a tiny pink squid-like creature that floats in a large orb of water next to an upended mine cart, upon which various merchant wares have been arranged. This creature points at these goods with liquid tentacles that extrude from its globe of water. Let me see if I have a picture of him because he's pretty cool. Yes, I do. Boom. Show to everyone.
Oh, what a cutie.
Yeah, so he's a merchant. And he's trying to sell you stuff.
He's just like the fish from Dragon Ball Super. I'm trying to remember the name of the fish. It was like the Oracle fish.
I feel like every room in this space station is going to be like walking past the gold necklace stall at the mall. If you want this, come buy this.
This reminds me of the head of the Ancient from Guardians of the Galaxy as we're going through. Because it's all derelict, all old stuff, all destroyed, and people are just salvaging through and trying to hustle.
Nowhere.
So this creature, and I guess our Lashuntas here would probably recognize this more than anything else, uses telepathy to change the images within its ball of water that it's in to communicate. So as you're walking up, it's able to communicate to you that it's trying to sell you stuff. And on the table, there are like little orbs that throw up spheres that show the price of the items that it's got. And I'm going to post those items in here so you can see them. If you guys are still interested in shopping, but these are always available here.
Okay. Sweet.
But this is also, and I just want to point out, you can ask other questions of these NPCs because you guys are like, where's Talmrin? You could also ask things about Gulta, which is where you're headed, as well as, I don't know, whatever else you kind of come up with.
I've considered asking about, like the prison and all that stuff, but it doesn't seem wise to just throw that out to the first people.
Well,
Gary.
Yeah.
Check out these serums he's got.
Ouch.
If you were all here looking for information, it might be a good idea to trust someone.
That's fair. I guess as we're walking around, why not? I ask him what he knows about this. What's the name of the prison? I'm sorry.
Gulta.
Gulta.
G-U-L-T-A. Gulta.
Gulta. Okay.
Or you can ask where Talmrin is, which is what you came here for. There's different questions you can ask these guys.
I want to ask the guy and actually buy the appearance change. I need a disguise in case his Lanties show up.
What are you trying to do now?
Well, there's the serum of appearance change, and then there's the spell gem of disguise self.
Maybe that one instead. I think I have enough money for that.
There's 12 uses. You might want to read about them before you make that purchase. Figure out what they
Okay.
are. You can do that if you want to.
Good.
I should trade my my charm person one for that. Darn it. Well,
The problem is I only had 400 gold minus the like 2,200 I spent supposedly on weapons and armor, and I don't remember what I bought.
you bought a set of armor that's +4, +5, or something like that. Hold on.
Okay, what are we doing?
I think I'm gonna get 2 of these serum of healings.
The little squid brightens up when you reach out to buy those, and you transfer the credits over.
Thank you much.
Makes it like little firework colors pop off inside of her bowl. Her floating orb of water.
He's his own TV. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything for right now, but I'll
Fine.
probably circle back to him.
Yeah, it'll always be available. Jeremy's typing. What is he typing?
Freck hide basic.
All right, so that's it. You're so that's
Oh.
yeah. So you
Okay.
got one. It comes with one augment slot, which is what you needed. And it gives you and whatever your armor bonus is right now, replace that with a +5, +5. So yeah, and you have a max dex of +4, which is fine because that's your dex anyway.
Okay, I'll probably need help setting that up later, but
Okay.
I remember I was gonna look into a weapon, so I'll have to look into that too.
You have a level like 8 weapon, I think. So I don't think we're gonna be able to get a better weapon than what you've got.
Okay.
There's your. You got the second skin right here.
Well, anyways, continuing on, we can deal with that later.
What do you want to do?
I'm just kind of sticking near our diseased friend here.
Hashishir?
Yeah.
If you want to speak with Half-Red, that's what we call her, you'll have to speak in Aslanti.
I'm just gonna. Hey, boss, you're up.
She seems non-responsive to other languages.
All right. Yeah. So I step up and I greet it in Aslanti. Is it? Yeah. How do you do? We are looking for Talmran.
She flashes a crude map of the promenade, areas you've been through, and then zips through tunnels really quickly, ending in some sort of a nondescript chamber. She then turns into a bronze color, and she taps out a rapid pattern on her minecart with her tendrils. It's tap, tappity tap, tap tap.
I'm gonna be scurryingly writing this down on my little pad.
I've already got it.
So you do an intelligence or a survival check on this.
I will do. Which one's higher? My survival by a lot. And I'm not gonna survive.
It's a lower DC for intelligence, if that helps you guys.
It doesn't help me.
Okay. So far, it didn't help anybody.
Wait, what's going on?
Roll intelligence or survival.
Okay.
Okay then.
I'm a +0 in both.
Dang. Didn't look like it's working out for anybody here.
Nope, intelligence really bad.
We're all too stupid going, what the hell are they trying to tell us?
maybe not too stupid, but maybe the communication isn't there, because what she showed you was a series of pipes in a room, and it's like, well,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
What if I try to
she's
mimic the tapping back to them with my
Tap-
hand? And I go
tappity,
tap,
tap.
tappity tap, tap,
Ooh,
tap.
I got a 19 survival.
Kelly got a 19 survival.
Mhm.
That's not enough.
Ah,
Sorry, but the tap tappity tap. If you play it back to her, she gets excited, spins around, and nods.
All right.
Can I call back to the ship and be like, do you have some kind of like Morse code thing that might be able to translate what this is?
This doesn't sound like any kind of Morse code you've ever heard before. But it is a
No,
major
this sounds like a
clue,
passcode.
so you might have something. Anything else you want to ask this character about?
My guy's gonna tap out a shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
Half-Red looks confused, and then goes back and does the tap tappity tap 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 again, because it doesn't look like you got it.
I don't know what to do here.
Can you show her your tablet and point?
Yeah, I'll show her the map point.
What map?
The map on his tablet.
Is
I've
the
been-
map on his tablet?
I've been sketching a map everywhere we've been walking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's going to do the same thing she did before. She shows a series of pipes and then a room. And the pipes are moving so quickly you can't really tell where it's going.
Can we
It's-
tell where it started?
No, not really. It's not very helpful. What she's conveying to you is what you kind of know, that this person lives in these pipes.
Hmm.
And then she taps the table again.
Do you know someone who may be able to tell us where to find her?
I'll just look at her and say, Talmarin.
She taps the table again.
What can you tell us of Gulta?
That's a good one. Half-Red creates a transparent cylindrical tube around herself, then turns a sickly green color and feigns death. She then flashes black and white stripes across her skin and runs 2 of her tendrils together to create a high-pitched sound.
Alright, so obviously
Okay, this time we're gonna need some more
That
checks.
sounds like he went in jail.
it's a prison where they torture people to death. Something about high noises.
If you do a wisdom, culture, or engineering check, you might get something out of this.
I will do an engineering check. 16.
Yeah, sorry. Wisdom.
Culture 21.
19 out of wisdom for Jeremy.
So you realize that the second part of this thing that she does here, where she makes this sound with her tentacles, might refer to some kind of debilitating sonic device that could perhaps be used to pacify escapees, which is why you see them dying, sort of, and then
Would,
the sound.
would
she's
ear protection work?
I'm gonna
Shrugs.
look at him and plug my ears.
Yeah, there's some sort of debilitating sonic device. That's what she's trying to convey. So you're able to decipher that much.
Yeah,
You
I
know
have
where.
figured that out.
She has no
Where-
idea. She shrugs, like,
She's likely never been to the prison before. Maybe she's only heard these things.
Ah.
Information.
say that again?
Who can give us this information?
I suggest we continue to speak to the other NPCs of the adventure path.
Okay.
Coordinated snorting. Look at that.
I thought Muddy Waters here was gonna give us some more. Yeah, like
Muddy Waters just revealed to you that there's a subsonic device on the prison planet that's going to fuck you up. You should be excited
yeah.
with that information.
no, I mean like that's a whole bunch of information that we didn't have before. But I thought that they would be able to tell us where the next person to talk to. But no,
I'm gonna
I did
slowly
say-
lower my head towards her in a thankful gesture.
She nods back. If you look right over to your left, there's another person. You can talk to.
Gary, Gary reaches in his pocket and crumbles up a little bit of rations and sprinkles it in the top of her tank.
She goes up and makes a little goldfish like smoochies and eats them up.
Goldfish smoochie.
Nom, 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 nom.
Jeremy, are you at a point where you want to?
Yeah, it's the quarter till 10.
Because I'll literally play all night. I don't care. I got nothing else to do. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I'm just going to need perception checks from everybody before that.
You need what?
I'm going to need perception checks from everybody.
Before?
Mm-hmm.
24.
13.
Okay.
I am very aware we are fucked.
Let me check what I got here. Okay. Ooh, all right.
Hold on.
It's very low. I think you guys are all going to hit it.
22.
Okay. With that, you notice. Let me get them where I need them to be. Coming up the hallway, especially because is that Aurora, the green one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Aurora's standing there. If I can bring them onto this layer, boom. Token layer. 2 creatures walking towards you right now, and they do not look like they have good intentions.
Do they have weapons drawn?
I'm gonna glance over at the team and be like, guys, we need to scoot. Let's get behind
They-
these stalls.
Do have weapons drawn.
Oh shit.
And that is where we'll leave it. I wanted to show you guys a picture of these guys before we go here. I'm just trying to find it.
My plan, and I don't know what I need to convey for this. My big blue guy there. My first move is going to try and do a disguise and hide behind the big guy. But
Okay.
do the like showing him kind of like monkey see, monkey do. And
trying to
hide
teach-
behind him.
You trying to teach the perilous to protect you?
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, do you guys see the pictures that just came out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Those are the guys that are coming up this hallway, and they look like they want to fight you for some
They look like
reason that we can get into next week.
From Zelda.
They're like a badass version of Kif.
Oh my god. They are.
Kif's older brother.
All right. With that, you can say goodbye to the recording. I had a fun time. Let's go.
Goodbye, recording.
Bye, recording.